Hello, my beloved souls. Blessed eve, blessed day, happy Wednesday. Um, there's a lot of spiritual gifts being activated at this time. And not just spiritual gifts, healing modalities. There's just a lot coming to this planet to help support us in healing and transforming and getting to the next stage of our evolution, right? So whether that's working with light, working with sound, there's just different things that have been coming in to help people out. I know that my healing modalities have changed over the years. It first started off with just hands, like if I'm clairtangent, so if I touch someone or massage them or even hold their hand, right? Like I get messages, I get downloads, I'm able to like feel into their energy, I'm able to cook for them in a way that's very healing and therapeutic. And then I started getting like other gifts. So now I can literally like call energy into my body and shift it out and work through people with that. Some people use Reiki. I haven't studied technically Reiki, although I do work with very similar energies, right? So whether it's me cooking for you or touching you or whatever, we all have different things going on. And then I have other spiritual gifts that have been activated at this time as well. So I'm just bringing all of that up to say, like, this is your past. These are your gifts. This is up to you to decide what you want to do with it, right? Like for a long time, I didn't tell anyone that those are things that I did. I didn't acknowledge it out loud. I would just do what I did for the people that I loved and cared about and that were in my circle, right? So conversations, food, touching, massages, whatever needed to be at that time. And the way that God works through me is that whatever is needed at that time will be called through me. It doesn't always look the same for every person, right? So I may have made soup for somebody, right, and helped them through an emotional time, and then I might have freaking just had a conversation with someone else, right, and like help them to elevate to another level of their career, right? It just, everybody is different. You're all going to get different versions of me, just like I get different versions of you, right? We don't all show up the same way for everybody in our life. So saying all that to say this, there are things that are coming up right now that are being activated, and you have the ability to really move forward with it and to utilize these gifts to transform your life into your happily ever after, right? To the best version of yourself. And some of it may feel and look uncomfortable. And I say that because I grew up with the Christian Foundation, Baptist Methodist, right? And so some of my gifts and talents weren't supported in that community because there's shame or guilt, or I don't know, I was told I was going to hell, all types of shit. It doesn't even matter. I realized it didn't matter at a very young age, which is why I was like, why would God give me the gift to help somebody and heal them and then tell me I'm going to hell in the same comment? Like the math wasn't mathing, right? So if you're feeling that guilt, if you're feeling that shame, if you're scared because your community or church or cult, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is kind of like deterring you from following your goals and dreams, deterring you from stepping into these gifts, deterring you from being the hand of God that you were meant to be, then maybe you need to find a different circle, right? I'm much happier now in this stage of my life being around people that accept me for who I am. They don't judge my gifts, they don't judge my talents, they don't judge how I'm showing up in the world. They're just okay with the fact that like I'm here just doing the best that I can and trying to help as many people as I can before I leave the planet, right? And you have that opportunity right now. So whether you're reaching out to people to get some insight, right? Whether that's a tarot reading, whether that's you want to do a healing with crystals, or stuff that doesn't look necessarily normal, but it's available to you. I'm in America and we have way too many amputations in this country. We go through way too many surgeries for things that don't need to necessarily happen. I'm not talking about trauma, right? I'm not talking about your freaking lung hanging out or getting into a severe accident and like they need to reattach your arm or your fingers and stuff like that. Like we have great surgeons in this country for that. I'm talking about what caused your liver to fail on you before you got to the liver failure, right? What was going on in your life? How did we get there? There's a spiritual answer for everything, right? So we need to dive deeper in order to help ourselves on every level, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Just do what you need to do. So instead of hiding from the problem, instead of masking it with a pill, instead of just chopping off your arm or your foot, right? Let's figure out what's really going on so that we can make better choices. I think this all came up because I have a friend that's having a hysterectomy and I'm just getting so annoyed with the fact that our medical system here is just pushing for people to constantly have surgeries as opposed to really getting to the cause. Why is your body not functioning? Why are you mad at yourself? Is your body mad at you? Are you having an inner conversation that might be a little complicated, right? There's just, it's so much deeper than just a surface level band-aid shit. It just is. It always is. So, anyway, I'm going on a tangent. I'm going to go because I'm going to get back to my sunrise. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. And I will see you guys later. Later, my beloveds.